So after you review this video, you'll be able to see here what was said. So we're 130 West 5th Ave in Denver, and we're going through a clean out in the ceiling of the basement. You can see here, Jessica, that the line changes quickly to a horizontal. So we're outside the building now, I'm certain. Okay. So as we go through here, we have some less than desirable conditions. I'm saying that's broken. When you're on it, actually up on the joint, you can see right there. You see the water moving around that crack?
Yeah.
It's not a piece of root or something like that. That's a broken section of pipe. And then we drop down. You see that?
Yeah.
Okay. And it's also, pardon me, it's also evident as well here. It looks like this bottom piece of this is about to go adios amigos. So that is noteworthy. What I'll do is I'll run my camera all the way through to the end, then I'll bring it back, and problem areas I will notate with a locator and tell you exactly where they are, and go from there, give you an exact idea of associated costs and stuff like that. So here's a joint here. This joint is most likely going to be removed in the process of the excavation anyways. It's kind of opened up and separated. And what I mean by that is going to be removed in the process of the excavation. Typically, this is shallow, and so we would do about a 4 to 5 foot section, no matter what. Dig that long of a hole, get down to the pipe, put the cleanouts that we're supposed to put in to comply with code, and then backfill everything. But you would remove in that process about 4 or 5 feet of pipe. So in that process, therefore, you would eliminate that next opened up joint. Does that make sense?
Yes.
There's a joint here. And I want you to focus as we go over these joints. My camera is going to spin in the line, and so the bottom will be up sometimes and the up will be down. But the water is clear up on top. You see where that's flowing.
Oh, yes.
And I want you to see how the pipe, how the camera goes over that joint, because that is the most telling as far as the structural condition or structural capability of this pipe. And right here is just another joint, and again my camera, which now the bottom is over there on the left.
Yeah.
That is a tie-in that you're seeing there. You see that opening on the right side there?
Yes.
If it were flipped, that would be an opening coming in from the left, probably an old kitchen tie-in. That's common in this age, this time period, to have a kitchen line coming outside of the building and joining up with the main line. This joint has got a little bit of roots in it, but again, I'm certain that the way the camera passes over that joint, that line can be maintained. The roots that would be in that line could be cut out. There's this little piece of paper sitting there. Push past it. You know what? I'm going to push behind it. It's just going to be a nuisance. So here's a joint here. We'll see better coming back. This is another joint. This. I don't think that's a brain, Jessica. That's a joint. Another joint. A little bit of displacement on the bottom of that, but everything seems to be flowing through here pretty well as to be expected for this age of house. There's a little bit of cheese building up there. It'll come off here as I drop into the city main.
Oh.
That's the city main.
Okay.
It's not far, 60-some feet away. That transition to the main is always something that we want to verify and pay attention to. So let me look at that. And I think that it's a good safe transition. It's opened up slightly, but you see my camera and waste. There's no waste collected here. There's no debris there. And it's always going to be a sign of a future backup area. If you've got like that one little piece of paper, I'm not going to condemn the pipe for that. But when you've got like, a bunch of waste and some solids and some papers mixed in, it's more of an indication that this line is slowing down enough and not letting this stuff pass all the way through,
right,
so that could be a maintenance issue down the road for you.
right.
So I wouldn't want to overlook something like that.
Yeah.
And so, in the absence of seeing that, I can safely conclude that the issue in the yard here just outside the building is the only issue that needs to be resolved.
Okay.
If that's resolved, I feel like you'll have a good maintainable line that will, do what it's supposed to do, and it won't require ripping up the whole property or anything.
Yeah.
So I'll bring it back now. When you see that tight circumference like that, that's a good joint, Jessica. That's what we want.
Okay.
We want, that tells me that and if you think about it, it's been this long. That's how they look after probably 90 years, right? Darn near. This house is old, right?
Oh yeah, it's much older.
That's
yeah.
original pipe, so that's how it's looked that's how it looks after this many years. I wouldn't then somehow conjure up some justification to say that it's going to break down in 5 years or 10 years, and we got to rip it all out now before that happens. I don't feel like there's enough evidence to point to that. And even from